So you've got the section up here where you can look at ads if you need to. Pages is like the home page of Pages for You. Help is clear. Promote your page is something that you want to do later on, but we're not going to go into it today. And here is the details. You can go back to the pages overall. You can view your page when you're done. You can in fact delete this page if you needed to. So the first area here is settings, and this is where you can edit your country restrictions. So you're basically looking at restricting who can see your page and whether people can actually see it at all. So if we click here on edit, it'll bring up your country restrictions, an age restriction, and a published, or whether it's published or not published. Now, if you enter into the country restrictions here, a country, for example, Australia, that will mean that only people in Australia can see your page. Now, that may be relevant to you, and you want to constrict the way people see it, or you might want to just leave it blank because you want as many people as possible to be able to see your page. Age restrictions, again, clearly if you do the drop down here, if you've got content or conversations that are going to be had on the page that are probably more suited to a particular age group, you can certainly do that there. Otherwise, you can leave it as anybody. You've got published here versus unpublished. At this stage, you want to make it published so that people can see it. The unpublished is where if you've got a number of administrators for your page, that you can create stuff and work on it prior to publishing it. But for this stage, you want to be published, and so that everybody can. The next setting is your wall settings. So let's open that one up and have a look. So you can say, do I want only posts by page or post by page and fans? So that means you can control what people see by default, whether it's post by page or only post by fans and page. So this will depend on your Facebook page strategy. You probably want to start out with only post by page, and you can change that later if you feel the need to increase the amount of information that people are seeing by default. This default landing tab is where do you want people to originally arrive, or what they originally want to see when they first arrive on your page. For most people, they keep it the wall, but if you want to, you can make them come directly into the info, photos, discussions, or reviews. At this stage, we're going to stay with wall and do an auto expand comments. These things are left as default. For the moment, you can keep those on so that when people come, the stories and information will be expanded so people can read them, and you're giving now the permissions in this section about what fans can or can't do. And this again will be up to your Facebook page strategy and how you want to interact. For the moment, we want to keep it open. We want people contributing, so we'll keep it open. If you find out later or you change your strategy later, you can always come back in here and edit this. This mobile section is probably not something you need to worry about right now unless you're key into your mobile. This is just saying a way that you can upload photos and videos directly from a mobile space. Something that's probably a little bit more advanced at this stage. However, if you do understand this, obviously get in and have a go of this. As we scroll down here further, we've got applications, which is your review section. You've got photos where you can go in, add photos and albums, etc. Discussion boards is a great area. You want to create a space where people can talk about certain topics. If they're a specific area of discussion about your business or about something that you're talking about. Links are obviously areas where you can link out to certain areas. So this might be a place where you put a link to your page, or you may put a link to an interesting discussion elsewhere that you've seen, etc. So you can certainly put that on. Now, video is going to be a key area of your business. Video marketing and video discussions and watching videos online is critical at the moment. And I know we've talked previously about YouTube and how important that is. And this is where you can start to link stuff up with regards to the video that you're creating, and people can see video on your page. Notes is an area obviously where you can share all kinds of information with regards to written entries, and you can create a conversation in there. Now, the events section, if you happen to be holding an event that you want to publicize, and remember when I've talked to you guys previously, people are invited to like 4 or 5 events per month, and this is in fact the way people are starting to know about what's going on in the world. So if you've got an event coming up, this is a great place for you to publicize your event. And of course, you can come down here and there's lots of more applications which are really the subject of probably a more advanced topic or discussion at another time. Along this side, this is just a news information for you. These are some insights and some activity data around your page, and you've got a couple of other things with regards to promoting and help with your page if you need to. Now remember, we talked about the ads. Here on this side to the right, these are where the ads appear. Okay, so when you've made all the changes and settings to your page that you're happy with, you can come back here and view page. And so you can see now, because we've checked on the edit, you've got info, photos, discussions, and reviews. So let's check in here to the info. If you wanted to edit your information here, we can put, address information in here, etc., when you're open, all those kind of things. So we're just going to save that now, and that'll be your basic information. And then this is where you want to put your website. So I'm going to put in here easywebtech.com.au, and do you have street entrance? Is there public transport nearby? This is more appropriate if it was like a shop or something like that. You may have a studio or an office area that you want to put towards, so you can save the changes there. That's fine. And when you've finished editing, you're just going to click up here and done editing. That's the same for your photos, discussions, and reviews. Now, I'd like to draw your attention to this little box here quickly. This is where you can just write a brief little story. And it'd be good if you could spell. So that's fine. You can put brief little story there, and this will be a little blurb about you and your business, and that allows people to understand what it is a little bit more about it. This insights is again information that is only visible to you as a page administrator, and it just gives you a view of what's happening on your page. Again, something that we can get into later if that's the need for. So now you've basically created your page and you're ready to go. You want to now publicize your page and talk to people. You can link your Twitter page and you can link your Facebook profile to this. You can also put links on your web page. So for example, if I go to www.easywebtech.com.au, down the bottom of our page, you'll see that we've got Facebook, and we've linked that Facebook icon to our Facebook page. So that's what I suggest you guys do, is link your particular little tab here to your Facebook page so people can find you. All right, now, one thing I did want to show you just quickly is that if you happen to log back in to your area, to your profile, and you'll see down and want to get back to that pages area, if you will come down to this side on the left-hand side, you'll see ads and pages. And if you click there, you'll now see the pages that you've got, that you've created. So we can come back here to edit page, and this is, you're familiar, you've seen this again, and view page. All right, guys, that concludes it. You can see how really, really simple it is. Get out there, create your pages, and drop some comments down below. Let us know how you went, or if you've got any questions, and then we can see at getting some answers out to you guys. Hope you've really enjoyed it. It's been Owen from easywebtech.com.au. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye.